So you join us here on a glorious Monday morning. We're at a property in Amptilt. We've got two new builds here. So today we'll be starting with this lovely property behind me. Beautiful sort of Georgian style. I'm really looking forward to seeing it get done. This has got 22 panels, but that might sort of fluctuate as there's been some slight alterations to the roof where we've now got a chimney sort of poking out where we weren't expecting one. Usual Monday morning dramas and changes, just trying to work out where we can reposition panels and what other aspects of the roof are going to be suitable. So Matt's just working on the office and that now, but for now Gary's up on the roof. He started fitting the trays. We've got all black panels, longies, in-roof arc fault protection boxes, and then we've got 10.5 kilowatt Fox array and 2 Fox 10 kilowatt batteries, so a significant amount of storage. These are all black panels surrounded by slate roof, will blend in very nicely. Jump on board, come with us and see how we get on today. G'day! Hi, I'm Luke. I'm only joking.
It's not Luke.
It's not Luke, no. Hi, I'm elusive.
Oreo.
Like this,
Work out what my routine is going to be, which is probably going to be, let's have a quick think about this. We've got some solar panels on that roof there, another load there, and another load on this face here, at least. So I think what we'll do is we'll get the furthest ones away fed first. That's our inverter location, so we'll use this batten to clip our cables to. Let's just get that set up there. I've already put a little bit of tape on to identify which end's which on the cable, and then we will start pulling. Yeah, that looks like long enough to me. Tell you what, there's a few ways of doing this. I could obviously walk along with a ladder and just keep flicking it over, or I could just get up here and walk it. This is what I'm going to do. Like a gazelle. But it makes your life so easy when it's all open like this. So I'll just go outside now then. Make sure Gary's got enough cable, and then we'll get this one clipped all the way back and start on the next string. Damn. You only shouldn't have touched something, and it was fine before you touched it. That's this now. There you go. Lovely. Get some staples on it. Oh, mate, many years of jumping up and down these things. Oh, mate, JPP, wow. Honestly, one of the best things ever invented. These DeWalt staple guns save so much time on new builds. It's incredible. And obviously get the extra compliance about having a metal fixing around the cable. So, from fire regs point of view, great. From an installation point of view, great. Yes, they're not cheap, but time is money. So, well worth investing in if you haven't got one. DeWalt can sponsor my race car if they want. DeWalt. Got a lovely track car that would look great with all the black and yellow stuff on it, you know. If I sort of butt that up against the last staple, then I know that one's going to end up about 300 mil plastic. So. And then we get uniformity.
Not just a pretty face.
Or just not a pretty face.
the lesser spotted.
It is natural habitat. I try and give some piece of informative information, advice, you know, this is why we're doing this, this is the reason we use this product, because otherwise, I don't know, I just feel like it could be a bit watching me work and wondering what he's doing. He's currently just clipping cables, which is a nice easy job, especially when it's all laid out like this. But yeah, try and impart some information, mate. So lovely, that's our cupboard, that's where our inverter battery is going to go. So make sure we've got enough cable, which I'm sure we've got more than enough here. And we'll get that cut off. Get some connectors on here. Got positive that end, negative that end. So let's mark that first before we cut it. Coil that up so it's out of the way for the guys building the new stud wall. And then we can pop back and get them fitted where we want. As most electricians know, the pain of when you lose the end of a roll and it comes off, the cardboard breaks off, and then you're trying to reel cable off and it all just pulls off the side of the drum. Get yourself one of these things, little drum repair kit. So good. Exactly this. I pulled the cable off the van this morning. I was like, oh, for God's sake, you know, we lost the cardboard. It's going to be a right pain to pull it. That's when I got my little repair drum out. Job's a good one. That'll keep us going. Yeah, it is good. It's actually the first time I've had a reason to use it. I'm very fortunate. I haven't broken any recently. I got carried away with the cellophane a bit there. Lovely. I'm going to do the one closest to us because this drum here is quite short at the minute. And what I don't want to do is try and pull the middle array in and run out of solar cable on that drum. But I would like to use that drum up. You know, just sort of make the most of everything we've got on us before we start new ones. So I'm going to just mark that as the negative. No, we'll go positive. Positive this side, and then I'll mark the end of the cable as our negative. And then yeah, we'll pull that onto this side array here. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is, you know, like I say, very, very easy. It's not very often I get to just have free run of a new build like this with so much space. The new site we've been doing over at Langford, the properties have got so much going on, the scaffolding in the way, there's all sorts really that we have to contend with, whereas this is just super open plan and ready for us. It's actually really nice. I can't wait to see this house when it's done. It's going to be a bit of me, this property, I think. I'm going to go up here, over there. I'm going to do the other thing that I did before. I'm just going to jump up here because it's going to be a lot easier. Watch my head. Oh, here go the ladders. Luckily I've got an assistant to put them back for me here. Collection of these. Right. Going through here. And then I'm going to switch to that side. I'm going to go to the middle of the array and then split it on the outside. Something like that, I reckon. Yeah, lovely. I'll work with that. Thank you. Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of MJT.
You get done for copyright, mate.
On the videos.
So I think it's so accurate. So they're going to think we're using the audio from the Lego movie.
Get those boys on X Factor.
Absolutely. Is that even still on?
I think so.
Is it? Okay. Right. My assistant mind putting the ladder back for me. At least I can actually reach the top of the apex on this one.
Reach for the top.
Oh god.
Every mountain.
I don't endorse this.
We all knew the dog. Climb every mountain. Reach for the moon. And your dreams will all come true.
Slightly concerned. Imagine if someone crawls to that corner of their loft and looks under that door. They'll see two cables crossing over each other and I can't have that.
Mate, this is an angle.
We're getting a whole new audience now.
Yeah.
This is the exclusive angle. This is the pay-per-view angle. You know, I get good money for this angle normally.
The image I've got in my head right now.
Yeah, that image is probably right, to be fair.
We've now got all the trays in for the first 16 panels. So next will be some flashings and then waiting for the panels to turn up. And then we've got 6 panels that we might have to relocate because stuff's changed in here. There's a flue and there's a Velux window being put in. So we might have to move 6 panels, but we're just getting the okay for that. So we're just waiting for that.
Where is that even going?
He's jet washing the walls outside. Right then, grab some more staples. Jump back up, finish this one. I'll have another 2 cables coming out for you on the array that faces that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be right there.
that's fine, mate. See you in a minute. So now that we've finished installing the arrays, what we need to do is test the DC voltage to ensure that we've got the panels all connected together correctly, especially because some of the strings are actually from 2 arrays. So where we've got 7 panels over here and then another panel on the same face. So if we had that panel the wrong way round, for instance, the MC4 connector's the wrong way round, the voltage of that panel would subtract. So we'd actually end up on that circuit with the voltage you'd expect to see from 6 panels. So what we want to do is just double check the voltages that we're getting on all the strings and make sure that adds up to the number of panels on that string to ensure we've got everything in the correct orientation. So we'll just get some readings here. So that's 108, which is spot on for 3 solar panels. So we're happy with that because we have an array with 3 on it. This one is 144, so that's 4 solar panels. So again, perfect, because we've got 3 on this side and 4 on that side, so that's perfect. We'll get those 2 out of the way. Now we've got our larger arrays. We're looking for a 6 and an 8. So I'll just put that in there. 216, that's 6 panels. So if you remember a second ago, I said 108 was 3, sorry. So double that, and you've got your 6 panels, and then the last string here. So we're expecting sort of around 280 something volts here, and there we have it, 288. So that's perfect, 8 panels. So I'm now happy that all the voltage is correct, all the panels in the right orientation, and we can leave this safe, ready for when our cupboard is built, for our inverter and batteries to be sited right here. Stroll around the roof, shall we? Oh, we're already filming. Hi, how are we? All right. So on this one, we've got Longi all black panels. We use a few different brands of panels depending on what we're doing. Some 500 watt if we're doing sort of on-roof systems. We use a lot of JA for on-roof, and we were using JA on all our in-roof systems, but for whatever reason they lost their fire testing certificate. So until they have it back on their newer panels, obviously we can't be installing those. So the Longi 440s, we believe, are some of the largest wattage type fire tested in-roof panels that you can get. Again, 30-year performance, so you know you've got nothing to worry about with these. They look really tidy as well, and this is going to be a slated roof. So we've got black flashings, black panels, black clamps, black everything, and nice black tiles going on it. So this is one of our strings with 6 panels on, and then we'll sort of work our way around the roof. We'll be able to pick up some of the other strings that we've got installed currently. They're all on different aspects, so this is, say, more of a westerly aspect. Over here we've got an additional westerly aspect of 3 panels, and then we finish it with a more south aspect of 7 over there. So these are all ready for the roofers now. They'll come here, get it all tiled round, and then we'll be back once the electricians are done inside and we can install the inverter and batteries and commission the system. Obviously we're pretty new to YouTube, so thanks for everyone for taking an interest, giving us a watch on any of the videos. Obviously this is only sort of our first 4 or 5 we put out. We're going to be releasing regular content every week, so if it's something you have an interest in, you want to see how solar panels are done or what's involved in different aspects of the installation and equipment, then drop us a like, subscribe, or give us a message if it's something you're interested in getting a quote in.